What's good? It's the Chosen One, back at it. Rest in peace to Noble Drew Ali. Rest in peace to Delbert Blair. Rest in peace to Dr. Francis Cress Welsing. Rest in peace to Khalid Muhammad. Rest in peace to Afeni Shakur. Rest in peace to Muhammad Ali. Rest in peace to Malcolm X. Rest in peace, Phil Schneider. Rest in peace, John Todd. Rest in peace, John F. Kennedy. Rest in peace, Princess Diana. Rest in peace to all the ancestors who died in the fight against the parasite. Because our site has lost all of the information. We have lost all of the information that was given to us by our ancestors. Okay? And this, ladies and gentlemen, might be the most important video that I've ever dropped out of all the other videos I made, okay? Because people have to understand the difference between Masonry and Freemasonry, okay? You guys we have to understand this and grasp this concept, because a lot of people are just spreading nothing but false information because they do not know how to do proper research, okay? So like I said, this video is going to be going over the difference between Masonry and Freemasonry, okay? Like I said in my last video, 13,000 years ago, you know what I'm saying, before there was any religion, before Hinduism, before Buddhism, before Islam, before Christianity, before Judaism, there were people living for hundreds of thousands of years on this planet, okay? Humans have been existing on this planet for hundreds of thousands of years. So are you religious people telling me that the billions of people who lived for hundreds of thousands of years automatically went to hell just because Jesus wasn't supposedly on this planet yet? People, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up and understand true history. Okay, understand true spirituality. Before humans on this planet were divided up with religion, we were all tapped into the same frequency and the same knowledge system. Okay, it wasn't a belief system, it was a knowledge system, okay, of how the cosmos worked, of us being encased in these 666 bodies, and our real presence was our spiritual light auras, okay, which were capable of traveling outside of this Saturnian matrix into the next dimension. Okay, this is why no matter what kind of person you were, no matter what skin color you were, back in the day before religion existed, everybody mummified their dead. Everybody mummified their dead. If you go over there in Africa, if you go over there in Asia, in South Asia, the Middle East, if you go over there in Australia, South America, there are mummies, ancient mummies everywhere. There's ancient pyramids everywhere, because before religion was created by the beast on this planet, by the Saturnian El God beast, which I'm getting ready to break down further in this lecture. But before religion was concocted by the Saturnian beast to split everybody up, we were all on the same page. We all knew the real universal feminine creator, and we mummified each other when we transitioned out of here to make sure and guarantee that our soul went over to the other side, the other dimension, to the other side. Remember the Olympics logo linked together. You have to cross over to the other side. And mummification made sure you went back to Mu, M-U, the original term for the moon, Mu, the moon, the mother. Back through that Stargate portal into the next dimension. mummification, making sure you get back to Mu. Everybody on this planet was hip to that knowledge before the bastardized forms of religion and ale split everybody up on this planet and had everybody fighting and killing each other by hundreds of millions over, well, my God looks like this. No, my God looks like that. Well, my God said this. My God said that. No, it was never like that. It was never like that for hundreds of thousands of years. There was peace for the most part. There was unity for the most part. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect, but it was much, 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 much better than how things are going on this planet right now. Okay, these individuals, our ancestors, were way more advanced than us, spiritually, physically, and psychologically, way more advanced than us, because they were tapped in to the real frequency of the universe, and they knew how to get out of this matrix when their soul exited their body. That's why everybody on this planet had mummies on every continent. No matter what you look like, no matter what skin color you were, everybody was mummified. Period. Okay? Just to let you know that the real knowledge comes from our ancestors. And who were our ancestors that were building these pyramids and mummifying these bodies before religion existed? That, ladies and gentlemen, would be our Moorish, our Moor Mason ancestors. Our Mason ancestors. A Mason, when you say the word Mason, you're saying you are a son of Ma. When you say the word Mason, you're saying you're the son of Ma. And who is Ma? Ma is Mu. Isis. The feminine moon goddess, the feminine galactic goddess that birthed out all the stars we see in this galaxy. Okay? That gave all life to the galaxy. Ma, Mu, Newt, same thing. Same thing, people. Okay? The original people on this planet, before bullshit religion was created, were the original Masons, were the original Moors. What do you call a person who builds structures, who builds great structures? A Mason. So the original Masons worshipped and paid homage to the galactic feminine mother goddess of this galaxy, which was Mu. Period. And the lower deity from that would be Isis, would be the moon goddess, who our corrupt government is trying to taint right now, trying to taint their image. They're trying to taint Isis's image. Okay, trying to make Isis look like a bad deity when Isis is the mother moon goddess that our ancestors paid homage to. Period. That took our souls away from Ael's energy and magnetized us to the next dimension. Okay? Now, when you talk about Freemasons, I told you that Masons means you are a son of Ma. You're a son of Ma. You're a Mason. You're a Mason, son of Ma. So what is a Freemason? A Freemason is an individual who freed themselves from Ma, who is a free Mason, a free Mason, who's not Ma's son anymore, who freed themselves from Ma's magnetism. So now they're under Ale. They're under Saturn. Because when you look at this word Saturn, you're really saying Saturn, because when Satan Set was kicked out of the fifth dimension and was lowered down into this third dimension, Saturn was really Saturn, because when Set got kicked out of the third dimension, Set turned upside down. That's where you get the word Saturn. When Set turned upside down, you get Saturn. This was the original Set, the original El, the original Elohim. Okay? The original El God. When he was turned upside down, he became El. He became El. He became Set. He became Saturn. Okay? You go from Set to Saturn. Okay? Set turned upside down, Set turn, then you get Saturn. So the planet Saturn is a fallen star from a higher dimension out of the center of the galaxy, and Saturn controls all of the electric current in this planet, in this galaxy, the electric current. That's why they call it Saturn L, because Saturn is shooting electric currents all throughout this galaxy and causing things to age with the time matrix. Okay, the time matrix is ultimately controlled by by the magnetism, by the feminine mother creator of the universe. Okay, but the electric current that goes with that creates the light prism we see is controlled by the Saturn planet we see through a telescope. The object that we see through a telescope, Saturn, is the second oldest object in this whole galaxy. I'm gonna repeat. The oldest stars in this galaxy are the Sirius star, the Sirius stars and the Orion stars. That is why every single pyramid across this planet tries to perfectly align with either Sirius or Orion. Okay? Sirius and Orion, because Sirius and Orion were the first stars birthed out of the galaxy. That is why the etymology of the word Orion means heaven. Let me repeat. The etymology of the word Orion means heaven, because the pyramids were pyramids. Pyra means fire, projecting our energy out into the atmosphere, and went through that stargate and projected us into the stargate in Orion. That's why Orion is called heaven, people. Do your research. The etymology of the word Orion means heaven. Okay? This is nothing to be afraid of. Nothing to be cautious about. Like I said, our ancestors were tapped into the real frequency. That's why this satanic government is trying to make what our ancestors did look bad, and trying to suck you into this bullshit false religion and have you guys divided up fighting one another. Okay, this is their plan. This is their goal, to make the real God look bad and to make Satan's plan look good. It's a mind F. It's a mind F, people. We've been completely mind F. It's all been turned upside down. Okay, so just stay with me. So like I said, we get the word Saturn from Saturn. Set, the original name for Satan, Saturn, was Set in Egypt. So Set turned upside down. That's where you get Saturn, because Set turned upside down when his archangel adversaries kicked him into this dimension. Okay. Now, when you look at these words like this, angel, an angel is an ang of El, means that the angels were all under El's control, all under El's legion, all under Saturn's legion, because before Satan turned against the Mother Universal Creator, he had angels in his rank. He had angels in his rank that he was in command of. Okay? So here we have angel, we have Michael, we have Gabriel, we have Raphael, we have Zadkiel, we have Uriel, all ending in L's, because all of these archangels, they served El, okay, who was the original Elohim and who we know of as Satan, okay, who controls the electric current in this universe, the electric current in this galaxy. That's why they call him El, and I'm getting ready to break that down even further, okay? So just stay with me, stay tuned. So like I said, when you talk about a Mason, the Masons pay homage to the L's who are still right side up, in the fifth dimension, okay? When you talk about Freemasons serve Set, turned upside down, Saturn Set. who is turned upside down, okay? So this right here would be individuals who worship lower frequencies, okay? Low energy, the lower 6 chakras. This is what this represents. When Set turned upside down, he became in his animal state in the 3rd dimension, the goat. That is why when Set turned upside down in this picture right here, okay, it is the goat. It is the Baphomet, because the Baphomet is our lower self. It is the goat. It is our animal state. It is our lower self, our lower self, our lower 6 chakras, our lower 6 chakras. Our ancestors, the Moors, all of the Moors out there, they have the upright star on their flag. They have the upright star on their flag because they pay homage to who Satan was before he turned upside down, and still paid homage to the Mother Mu, the Mother Universal Creator of the universe. Okay, they still pay homage to that feminine deity. Okay, so this is why the Masons still have this star on their flag. Okay, these are the original Masons. Pay homage to the Ma. They pay homage to the Ma, the Mother Creator of the universe. The Els, okay, the Freemasons pay homage to the Els. The Freemasons pay homage to the El, okay, with the original El that was turned upside down, which is the Baphomet, which is Set turning upside down, Saturn, the Saturn figure in the sky. Okay, these individuals, the original Masons, the Moors, pay homage to the Stargates, pay homage to the feminine energy in the universe, pay homage to the galactic guardians known as the Anunnaki. Okay, to all my Moor brothers out there. Okay, this is what your star represents. Your star represents the positive side of Satan's energy, who Satan was before he fell. Okay, and using the positive aspect of Satan's energy to enlighten other people on this planet, and to basically spread knowledge and to help the classroom out that we call the earth. Okay, to, you know what I'm saying, it's not complicated as it seems, people. It's not complicated as it seems. Here you have Masons that serve Ma. Here you have Freemasons who freed themselves from the magnetism. They freed themselves from Ma. They freed themselves from the magnetism. So now they're stuck in electric energy, lower electric energy. If you watch Delbert Blair's lectures, he explains it in full detail. Electricity is the lowest frequency of energy that is known in this whole universe. That is the lowest form of energy in this whole universe, is electric energy, electric frequency. And electric frequency is dealing with our lower 6 chakras. Our higher 7 chakras are dealing with magnetic energy. Okay? So when you look at this makes up an electromagnetic field around us, because it's both electric energy and magnetic energy put together to create our aura. So like I said, our higher 7 chakras are magnetic. Our lower 6 chakras are electric. And what objects do we see all across this planet right now? Okay, we see radio waves. We see radio waves. We see microwaves. We see smartphones. We see cell phone towers. We see laptops. We see tablets. We see HD TVs. What do these objects do? What do these objects emit? What do these objects emit into the frequency, into the atmosphere of this planet? Low frequency EMF waves. Low frequency EMF waves that shoot low frequency electricity from El into this atmosphere. Like I said, the El god Saturn, who is really Satan, who is the planet Saturn, is projecting electricity in this atmosphere, okay, there is a moon base on the dark side of the moon that is intensifying Saturn's electric current, and projecting that electric current into this atmosphere. And organizations like HARP are harvesting that electric EMF energy and projecting it onto Earth's surface. So it's causing our auras to go from being mostly magnetic, because we have 7 magnetic chakras. Remember, we have 7 magnetic chakras. We only have 6 electric chakras. So this government is trying to weigh us down and turn our higher 7 chakras that are magnetic, trying to turn them into electric chakras. Okay? They're trying to change this into an electric world that is ruled by ale. That is ruled by ale. That is why they had the Transformers movie. Remember when all of these things that I just listed came to life, people? The radio started to come to life as Transformers. The microwaves came to life. The smartphones came to life. The cell phone towers, the laptops, the tablets, and the TVs, and the game systems came to life, because they're all under El's control. They're all under Saturn's control. They're all under the fallen one's control. Who is the fallen one? The fallen one is El. E-L, Saturn turned upside down. Saturn is Saturn, because Set turned his ass upside down when Mike El knocked his ass down to this dimension. Okay, like I said, you had the original Ales that were under Saturn's legion before he fell into this dimension. You have Mike El, who was the strongest El under Satan. Mike El, Gabriel, Raphael, Zadkiel, Uriel, all under El. Okay, and when we get hit with all of those electric currents that's coming into our atmosphere, and that's weakening our magnetic field, it's causing us to age. It's causing us to age. Let me repeat. Saturn is the god of time. Is Satan the god of time, the Grim Reaper? Okay, the god of time, the god of the Saturnian illusion matrix. So by the planet Saturn shooting the electric waves, the electric EMF waves to the moon, and the moon base projecting that down into Earth's atmosphere, we are getting Saturn's electricity. We are getting Saturn's energy. We are getting Saturn's EMF waves that are causing us to age. Think. It's all real. It's all real, people. It's all real. Go watch the Transformers movies when all the gadgets came alive, because all these gadgets are under Saturn's energy. I'm telling you, and it's all causing us to age and to go with the flow of the time matrix instead of using our magnetism to connect to Mu, and get on out of here through them stargates, through them feminine stargates that represent vaginal portals in the universe. Who do you want to go with? Do you want to go with Ale, or do you want to go with Ma? This is why I'm telling people to start eating magnetic foods. Start eating magnetic foods. Get your magnets. Get your magnet necklaces. Get your magnets up. Start eating magnetic foods, vegetation on this earth, and get your magnets up to magnetize your aura. Because everything that this government is doing right now, they're trying to do away with this planet being a magnetic planet. Like the great master teacher, Delbert Blair, said, okay, rest in peace, Delbert Blair. He stated that at one point, when our ancestors were here on this planet, this was a 75 to an 80% magnetic planet. Very, very low form of EMF waves on this planet. We were very, very magnetic, and this is why they performed mummification on their dead on every single continent on this planet, because they were all Masons. They were all sons of sons of the magnetism, sons of sons of the feminine creator of the universe. They weren't tied to no religion. Come on, people, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. So 13,000 years ago, when there was a group of Moors on this planet, who broke laws against the Elohims, against the Anunnaki, and they broke laws by creating the white race. They created the white race. Yes, people. Yes, Moors. The original Moors created the white race for a slave race to try to imitate what the Draconians did with the Africans, with the humans, with the original melanated people on this planet. The original melanated people on this planet were created by Draconians, okay, that are physical archons as a slave race on this planet. The Anunnaki went to war over the freedom of humans on this planet. So the group of humans known as the Moors, when they gained wisdom from the Anunnaki, they wanted to be just like the Anunnaki and create the white race as a slave race. Okay? When the Anunnaki got word of this, they cursed the group of Moors that did that, and the Moors that they cursed lost their melanin. They lost their melanin. They lost their melanin. They became the sons of Cain, and everything they did was the opposite of what the original Moors did. The original Moors got natural energy from the sunlight. They got natural energy from nature, from the earth. They connected to the earth. They connected to the cosmos, spiritually and mentally. So these Moors who broke the laws against the Elohims and the Anunnaki by creating the white race, this is how they were cursed. They were stripped of their melanin too. So when you see the 13 richest families in the world, those are not normal white people. Those are not normal Caucasians. Ladies and gentlemen, the 13 richest families on this planet are descendants of the Moors who were cursed and stripped of their melanin because they were sons of Cain. They could no longer get natural energy from vegetation, so they had to eat the animals, and they had a K9. They had a K9. They formed a K9 because they were sons of Cain. Because they were sons of Cain. So they formed a K9 when they were cursed. And now they were reduced to eating flesh of another animal, being a parasite, being a vampire who hates the sunlight, who is the complete opposite of our Moorish ancestors, who turned everything upside down when they went against our mother creator, Isis. And right now, they're against Isis, and they're trying to put Isis down and tarnish Isis's image. And you've fallen for the foolery. You're falling for the foolery. Because Isis is our God. Mu is our God. Period. Period. This is the true form of Masonry that has been corrupted. All of the Moors, all of my Moor brothers out there, we have to get hip to this information. We have to get hip to this information. We don't worship no goat. We don't worship no Baphomet, no damn animal. That shows you using your lower 6 chakras, you stuck in animal state. We pay homage to the higher 7, 13, the higher 7 over 6, the 13, the Mu, the feminine creator of the universe, the upright star, which is the upright Ang of El, the upright angel, not the upside down Ang of El, okay, which we know as El the Baphomet, Saturn set Satan. That is the difference between Masons and Freemasons, okay? So like I said, when you look at this word El, you're talking about Saturn. Elementary school, learning education in school, and elementary. Then you get elected to be elevated in a different school. And if you get a college degree, you're considered an elite. Okay? So when you look at the Saturn planet, it's shooting L's at us right now. It's shooting low EMF waves, of very low EMF electric waves onto this Earth's planet, and it is causing us to age because we are stuck in Saturn's matrix, literally. And what is the matrix, people? What is the matrix? It is the low EMF waves. It is the low frequency EMF waves that are being shot on this planet right now, and the government does not want us to know about it. Okay, so like I said, Saturn is the second oldest creation in the galaxy. Saturn controls the electric current in the galaxy. The EMF waves from Saturn are being projected to the moon and are being projected onto Earth's atmosphere, hitting us with the lowest vibrational energy in the galaxy. Electricity comes from L. Like I said, Saturn is father time. Hello, people. Saturn is father time. The EMF waves from Saturn are causing us to age. Father time. They call it Saturn father time. It's time to wake up, and it's time to get hip to this Masonry, this Masonic knowledge of our ancestors, so we can hit them stargates when it's time to get out of here. We can be magnetized, magnetized in the stargates and escape this electric illusion, this damn electric illusion, and get magnetized in them stargates to go back to Ma. Okay? So like I said, man, we have to get hip to this knowledge. And I'm getting ready to blow your minds. What's the color of y'all Moorish flag, of the Moor flag? Isn't it green? Isn't the star green? Isn't the star green in the back of the flag, you know what I'm saying? The background of the flag red? So what is green and red? What is green and red? Well, shades of green are known as cool colors. Shades of blue are known as cool colors. So those are associated with the higher seven chakras. The higher seven chakras. When you see the green color and on the Moor star, the green is basically tapping into our higher seven chakras, because the shades of green and the shades of blue are our higher seven chakras. Go look it up. The lower six chakras are our reds, oranges, and yellows. Our shades of reds, oranges, and yellows. Those are your lower chakras. So when you see the Satan worshippers out here worshiping Satan, worshiping the Baphomet, what color is usually the Baphomet? Red, right? Red. Because red is representing your lower six chakras. Your lower self. Your animal self. The goat. Your animal self. The goat. The Baphomet. The hermaphrodite who's against nature. When you really say nature, you're saying the netters. Who's against the universal creator of everything we see in existence. Okay? We do not worship this. This was corrupted 13,000 years ago, and they turned this image upside down to worship the Saturn planet that we see in the sky, the Saturn matrix that's shooting EMF waves into this planet right now and causing us to age with the Saturnian illusion of time. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Because the EMF waves from Ale are causing us to be an elder. The EMF waves from Ale, from Saturn, are causing us to be an elder. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. This is the knowledge that our ancestors had in Kemet, in Ethiopia, in Samaria, in Atlantis, in Lemuria, everywhere. Ancient South America, ancient Asia, all over the planet. They escaped L's EMF waves, and they magnetized their souls. They magnetized their chakras to the stargates and escaped the EMF waves. It's time to wake up, people. It's time to wake up. So like I said, the difference between Masonry and Freemasonry. Freemasons are the 13 richest families on the planet. Freemasons can get no natural energy from sunlight, get no natural energy from the earth, and are cursed. So a lot of them live underneath the earth because they can't take the sunlight from the sun. They can't take that raw energy of that radiation because they were cursed. They were stripped. Remember, they were the Moors who were stripped of their melanin for creating the Caucasians. Okay, the Caucasians are a creation of our ancestors who broke laws. Okay, so the karma on our ancestors was them being stripped of their melanin and the rest of them being enslaved by the Caucasians. Okay, you can look into this. There are hieroglyphics of Caucasian slaves being used as slaves in Kemet. So that turned upside down against us, against our ancestors. And that's why I disagree with these idiots from the nation of Israel. They're not real. They think they're Israel, but they're not real. They're not real because they don't even know that Israel is Isis, Ra, and El. They don't know that Israel is Isis, Ra, and El. Isis, the moon goddess, Ra, the sun god, and El, the Elohim that fertilized the earth. Take that, Hebrew Israelites. Take that, Hebrew Israelites. You think you're Israel, but you're not real. And that goes for the Jews out there that think they're Jews, but they're really Jewish over there with Netanyahu raining terror on them Palestinians and giving a bad name to my mother moon goddess Isis. To hell with Israel because they think they're Israel, but they're not real. Period. Okay? It's time to wake up. It's time to get hip to this original form of Masonry. Okay? And like I said, a movie that depicts this, the Freemasons versus the Masons, is the whole Star Wars movie franchise. Is all the Star Wars movies. What color is the Moorish star? The Moorish star is green. What color were the lightsabers of the Jedi Masters, the MA that controlled the magnetism, the Masters, the Jedi Masters? They had the green lightsabers, so the Moorish star is green, right? Symbolizing our higher 7 chakras, the shades of green and blue. The lightsabers of the righteous Jedi, the lightsabers of the righteous Jedi were shades of blue and green, right? And purple, right? Because they were serving Ma. The Sith who served Saturn, Set upside down, had the red lightsabers, because the red represents your lower 6 chakras, your lower self, your animal state. The goat is the animal representing our lower animal self, serving El. So like I said, this is the difference between Masons and Freemasons. And it's basically the same thing when you compare the Jedi to the Sith. Okay, it's no joke. It's not a game. Okay? This is the battle over the souls of humans on this planet. Whether we stay reincarnating on this planet forever and ever, or else we reach them stargates. If you want to reach them stargates, get hip to the original Masonic Moorish knowledge, okay, of our mother creator of the universe. The Freemasons get down with the lower sexual hex energy of El, which is our animal state in this universe, and that represents our lower 6 chakras. So that's what the Freemasons represent. They use this energy. They use electric energy for evil and world domination. Okay? Magnetism ties you back to Ma, the mother creator of the universe, Mu. It's Mu versus El. Mu versus El. Period. Okay? Jedi, Sith. Masons, Freemasons who freed themselves from Ma, and they think they're free, but they're really trapped. It's time to wake up. It's time to accept the truth for what it is. There's only one universal energy. There's no such thing as witchcraft and sorcery unless you use that universal energy for evil and selfish purposes. Then it's witchcraft and sorcery. But when you use that energy for the embetterment of your people and for the embetterment of your spiritual progression on this planet, then it is more. It makes you become a more. It makes you become a true Mason. It makes you become an Ang of Ale, an angel, an Ang of Ale. Of the original Ale that was turned right side up, not upside down. Time to wake up, man. It's time to wake up. This is probably the most important message that I've ever given in my whole life to anybody, to any of my subscribers or anybody, man. So, like I said, man, I appreciate everybody who supported RFG movement, RFG clothing, Atlantean clothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm forever grateful, man. My next video is going to be on the book of Enoch, because a lot of people are asking me, was there a savior figure on this planet who came back here and sacrificed himself and basically freed his people out of ignorance, a quote-unquote savior figure? And yes, there was. And no, his name was not Jesus. No, his name was not Allah. No, her name wasn't Krishna. No, it goes back to the story of Enoch, and I'm gonna be breaking that down in my next video. It's about to get deep, people. I think this information was probably the deepest I've ever covered. I thank everybody who supported me. Like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Leave a comment.